Hi my kids, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths for my kids by MKB. So please children, yesterday I taught you some questions based on BPT theorem and its converse. Today I am taking some difficult questions. You can call these questions as hard questions also. So these came in the exam, these may come in the exam. So please understand them carefully and do these questions in your notebook, right? So please let's start the first question. So see, the first question is ABC is a right triangle. Right angle at C. So ABC, this is right triangle. Here right angle at C. So this angle ACB is 90 degree, and that BC is equal to A. So BC distance is A, and CA is equal to B. CA is equal to B, and AB is equal to C. AB distance, this is equal to C, small c, and let P be the perpendicular length from C on AB. So from C, CD is a perpendicular, it is given, it is equal to P. We have to prove that number one, CP is equal to AB. So first of all, we have to prove that CP is equal to, so here P is the length of this perpendicular and C is the side. So here C, P, A, B, these are the sides because these are the small letters. So these two results we have to prove. Now see how will you prove these two results one by one. So first of all, CD is perpendicular to AB and CD is equal to P, it is given. So we will find out the area of this triangle ABC by using two methods. One is half into base into height. So half BC into AC. And second method is half into base. Base we will take as AB and height is CD. So area of triangle ABC is half into base. Base one time they are taking AB and into height is CD. So half AB into CD, half into AB is equal to C into CD is equal to P. So half CP. And again we will find out the area of this triangle by taking BC as base. So area of triangle ABC is equal to half into BC into AC is equal to half into BC is equal to A and AC is equal to B. So half AB. So this area is the area of the triangle ABC. This is also the area of the triangle ABC. So both the areas will be equal. So half CP is equal to half AB. Half cancel. So CP is equal to AB. This is the proof for the first part. Now the second part. Now for the second part, triangle ABC is given. So we will apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square AB square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So AB square is equal to BC square plus CA square. And AB is equal to C. So C square is equal to BC. BC is equal to A. So A square plus AC square. AC is B. So B square. So C square is equal to A square plus B square. Now here we will put the value of C from this first result. First result we have proved CP is equal to AB. So from this C is equal to AB upon P. So in place of C we will put AB upon P whole square is equal to A square plus B square. So after opening the bracket we will get A square plus B square upon P square is equal to A square plus B square. Now we will divide both sides by A square B square. So we will get here A square B square cancels. So 1 upon P square is equal to A square plus B square upon A square B square. And this we can write separate. So 1 upon P square is equal to A square upon A square B square. A square cancel. So we will get 1 upon B square. And here B square upon A square B square. So B square cancels. So we will get 1 upon a square. So we can write 1 upon p square is equal to 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square. So in this way we are able to prove the second result. So question is easy, but it is important, may come in the exam. So please do this in your notebook. Now I am taking the next question, question number 2. If two triangles are similar, two triangles are given and these two are similar, then the measure of the corresponding angles bisectors of the triangle are proportional to the measure of their corresponding sides. So here we have to prove that angle bisector, here AD is the angle bisector and PS is the angle bisector. AD bisect angle A and PS bisect angle P. So we have to prove that ratio of this AD and PS, ratio of the bisectors is equal to ratio of their corresponding sides, that is AB upon PQ or BC upon QR or AC upon PR. So see the proof for this question. So triangle ABC and triangle PQR, these two are similar. Now AD and PS are the bisectors. So we can take the triangle ABD and triangle PQS. Left side triangle. In these two triangles, angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Why? Because angle A is equal to angle P, as the triangles are similar. As the triangles are similar, angles are equal. So angle A will be equal to angle P. So half of angle A will be equal to half of angle P. It means angle 1 will be equal to angle 3 because angle A is equal to angle P. Why? Because the triangles are similar. After that, B is equal to angle Q. These two are also equal because this big triangle is also similar to this big triangle. That is triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, it is given. That is why angle B is equal to angle Q. So in these two triangles, if two angles are equal, then the triangles will be similar. So triangle ABD will be similar to triangle PQS by angle similarity. So two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. Now similarly, triangle after this, because the triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So AB upon PQ is equal to BD upon QS, and next is AD upon PS. So I taught you last time, if triangles are similar, then angles are equal. If angles are equal, then triangles are similar, and if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So after this, AB upon PQ is equal to BD upon QS is equal to AD upon PS, right? But if triangles are similar, all sides are proportional. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So we can write AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to AC upon PR. These are also equal, but AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS we have already proved. So this is also equal to AD upon PS here. So ratio of all three sides of given similar triangle is equal to ratio of their corresponding angle bisectors. So this question is given in the exercise also, so in your NCERT book. So please understand. Now see the next question. Two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar. Then measure of their corresponding medians. So here AD and PS are the medians. If they are proportional to the measure of their corresponding sides. So here in this question we have to prove that if triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar, then ratio of the median, that is AD upon PS, is equal to AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to AC upon PR. This we have to prove. So for this we will take the triangle ABD and triangle PQS. So in triangle ABD and in triangle PQS, first of all, in triangle ABC and in triangle PQR, these two are similar, so sides are proportional. So we can write AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR. So AB upon PQ, and this BC we can write double of BD, because here AD is the median will divide the opposite side into two equal parts. So we can write BC is equal to double of BD. Similarly, here PS is the median, so it will divide the opposite side into two equal parts. So QS will be the midpoint. So we can write QR is equal to double of QS. So in place of BC we will write 2BD, and in place of QR we will write 2QS. 2 cancel. So AB upon PQ is equal to BD upon QS. Right? So we have proved in these two triangles. And in these two triangles, because two sides we have proved proportional, and this angle B is equal to angle Q, because triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. So with the help of this, we can say by SAS these two triangle ABD and triangle PQS are similar, and if these two are similar, then their sides are proportional. So we can write AB upon PQ is equal to BD upon QS is equal to AD upon PS. So here we have proved AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS, and because triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar, and if triangles are similar, their sides are proportional. So we can write AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to AC upon PR. But in this equation we have proved AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS. So this is appearing here also. So these all three will be equal to AD upon PS. So, but these are the medians. So we have proved that ratio of the medians is equal to ratio of their corresponding sides. This we have proved. Now see the next question. Here in the two similar polygons. So two similar polygons are given, and they show that perimeters, we have to show that the perimeters are proportional to the measures of their corresponding sides. So we have to prove that ratio of their perimeters, so perimeter of this upon perimeter of this, it is equal to ratio of their corresponding sides. So corresponding sides means this 2p upon 3p or 2r upon 3r, like that, ratio of their corresponding sides. So see the solution for this. Ratio of the perimeter means the sum of all sides of this figure upon sum of all sides of this figure. So here 2x plus 2y plus 2z plus 2p plus 2r upon here 3x plus 3y plus 3z plus 3p plus 3r, then 2 common from the numerator and 3 common from the denominator, and here x plus y plus z plus p plus r, it is same, we can cancel, so we will get 2 upon 3. So ratio of their perimeters is equal to 2 upon 3. This shows that this is the ratio of their corresponding sides. Ratio of first side here. So 2x upon 3x, it is equal to 2 by 3, and ratio of their perimeter is also 2 by 3. So we can say ratio of the perimeter is same as the ratio of their corresponding sides. Clear? Now see the next question, question number 5. If two triangles are similar, triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar, then measure of their corresponding altitudes of the triangles are proportional to the measure of their corresponding sides. So in this case, AD and PS are the altitudes, it is given, and triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar given. So in this case, we will take the triangle ABD and triangle PQS. In these two triangles, what will happen? Your angle B is equal to angle Q. Why? Because the triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, and if triangles are similar, then angles are equal. So angle B will be equal to angle Q, and angle ADB, that is angle D here, and angle PSQ, that is angle S. This is second angle. These two are equal because each angle is 90 degree, because PAD and PS are altitudes. So two angles are equal. Angle B is equal to angle Q because triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar, and in similar triangle corresponding angles are equal. And angle D means angle ADB is equal to angle S means angle PSQ. These two are equal because AD and PS are the altitude. Altitude will make equal angle 90 degree. So both the angles are 90 degree. So two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. So triangle ABD is similar to triangle PQS by angle similarity. So we have proved left side angles are triangles are similar. Now if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional, so we can write AB upon PQ is equal to BD upon QS is equal to AD upon PS. So we have proved AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS. But a triangle ABC and triangle PQR both are similar, and if triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are proportional. So we can write AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to AC upon PR, because triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. And we have proved in this equation AB upon PQ is equal to AD upon PS, and AB upon PQ is appearing here. So this is also equal to AD upon PS. So we have proved that ratio of the altitudes AD upon PS is equal to ratio of their corresponding sides. So now you see, children, question number 6. In this question, O is any point inside a rectangle PQRS. PQRS is a rectangle and O is any point inside of it. We have to prove that OQ square plus OS square is equal to OP square plus OR square. This we have to prove. So for this we will do the construction. Through O, we will draw a line MN such that it is parallel to QR. MN is parallel to QR, so that M lies on PQ, M point will lie on PQ, and N will lie on SR. So see this figure. Though through O we have drawn a line MN parallel to QR. Here M and N are lying on PQ and SR. Now this line MN is parallel to QR. This we have drawn, right? Now after drawing this, because these two lines, that is PQ and SR, these two are also parallel, and these two are also parallel. So here angle PMO will be 90 degree. Similarly, SNO will be 90 degree, QMO will also be 90 degree, and angle RNO will be 90 degree. So OM and ON will be perpendicular to these. So therefore triangle OMQ, ONS, triangle ONR, and triangle OMP are right angled triangles. So after drawing this parallel to this, we will get these right triangles. Now in these, because these are right triangles, and in right triangle we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, in triangle OMQ, O, M and Q, in this triangle we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So this angle OMQ is 90 degree, so OQ is the hypotenuse. So we can write OQ square is equal to QM square plus OM square. This is our equation number 1. Now we can take the triangle ONS. In this triangle, this angle ONS is 90 degree. So OS is hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square OS square is equal to SN square plus ON square. This is by Pythagoras theorem. Now we want OQ square and OS square together. So we will add these two equations. So we will get OQ square plus OS square is equal to QM square plus OM square plus SN square plus ON square. After this, we can rearrange and we will get, it is already given that PQRS is a rectangle. So similarly QRNM, this will be a rectangle, and MNSP, this will also be a rectangle. So in this case QM will be equal to Rn and Sn will be equal to Pm. So we can take the help of this. So in place of Qm we can write Rn, in place of Sn we can write Pm. Why? Because these both the lines are parallel, so MQ will be equal to NR and PM will be equal to Sn. So OQ square plus OS square is equal to RA square plus OM square plus ON square plus PM square. Now Rn square here, ON square, this we'll write before this, and this here, so plus OM square plus PM square. Now OQ square plus OS square is equal to, now we can see Rn square plus On square will be equal to OR square. So here OR square is equal to Rn square plus On square, and similarly OP square is equal to PM square plus OM square, PM square plus OM square. Now these two values are available here. So in place of Rn square and plus On square we can write OR square, and in place of OM square plus PM square we can write OP square. So by using these two equations here in equation number 5, we will get OQ square plus OS square is equal to OR square plus OP square. Hence proved. So please try to understand, and still if there is any problem please inform me. I'll explain you again. Now question number 7. ABC be a triangle with right angle at the vertex C. So at point C, angle is 90 degree, triangle is ABC. If CD is perpendicular, so CD is perpendicular to BA or AB from vertex C to the hypotenuse, then we have to prove that 1 upon CD square is equal to 1 upon AC square plus 1 upon BC square. So but once again, ABC is a right triangle at C, it is given, and from vertex C they have drawn a perpendicular on the hypotenuse BA. So CD is also perpendicular to BA, and we have to prove this result. 1 upon CD square is equal to 1 upon AC square plus 1 upon BC square, right? So here we will use the similarity theorem, and for this we will take these triangles. So angle at A, so angle BAC, this is in big triangle, in triangle BAC, and in triangle CAD. So angle BAC will be equal to angle CAD, because this angle is common, and angle at this point is 90, here at this 90. So we are taking the triangle once again BAC and CAD. In these two triangles, angle BCA, this is 90 degree, and here angle CDA, this is 90 degree, or ADC, this is 90 degree. So two angles are equal, one is 90 degree, one is equal, common. So if two angles are equal, then by angle-angle similarity, these triangles will be similar. So if two angles are equal, then triangles will be similar. So triangle BCA is similar to triangle CDA. And if they are similar, then sides are proportional. So we can write BC upon AB is equal to CD upon AC. And after this, we can do the cross multiplication. So we will do the square because we want the square. We will do the square. So after squaring, BC square upon AB square is equal to CD square upon AC square. So we will get the ratio of the squares. Now similarly, by using the Pythagoras theorem, here left side it was BC square upon bottom we will break. So BC square plus AC square is equal to CD square upon AC square. On taking the reciprocal of both the sides in the above expression, we will get this BC square plus AC square in the numerator upon BC square is equal to AC square upon CD square. Now here BC square upon BC square plus AC square upon BC square separate plus is equal to AC square plus upon CD square. Now BC square upon BC square is equal to 1 plus AC square upon BC square is equal to AC square upon CD square. Now on dividing throughout by AC square, what we will get here 1 upon AC square here plus AC square upon BC square into AC square, so AC square cancel, so we will get 1 upon BC square is equal to AC square will be cancelled because we are dividing by this, so we will get 1 upon CD square. So 1 upon CD square is equal to 1 upon BC square plus 1 upon AC square. So please try to do and understand the things, what are they doing. Now question number 8, it is based on Pythagoras theorem. In a given figure, AD is the median, and you know the median will divide the opposite side into two equal parts. It means BD is equal to DC, right? So AD is the median, it is given, and AE is perpendicular to BC. So it will make 90 degree. If AB is equal to C, AB this side is C, small c, and BC is equal to small a. So BC full length is small a, and AC is equal to small b, and AE is equal to h, that is height, and AD is equal to p. Then we have to prove that b square plus c square is equal to 2p square plus half a square. So see the proof of this. What is given? Triangle ABC is given. In this, AE is perpendicular to BC and BD is equal to DC. Why? Because AD is the median. So these things this is given. We have to prove that b square plus c square is equal to 2p square plus half a square. So to do the proof, because AD is a median, so BD will be equal to DC, and the total length is A, so BD will be equal to half A and DC will also be equal to half A, as both the parts are equal. Now in right triangle AED, in this right triangle we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse AD square is equal to AE square plus ED square. So AD square is equal to AE square plus ED square. In place of AD square we can write P square is equal to AE is equal to H, so H square plus ED, this we can suppose as X, that ED is equal to X, so plus X square. So we got P square is equal to H square plus X square by Pythagoras theorem. This is our first equation and we want to get this. So we got the value of P square. Now you take the triangle A, E and C, big triangle. First of all we have taken AED, now we will take AEC. And in this triangle AC is the hypotenuse, this is side opposite to 90 degree. So AC square is equal to AE square plus EC square. So AC square is equal to AE square plus EC square. So is equal to AE square plus EC. EC from here to here, this we can break as ED plus DC whole square. So here AC square means B square is equal to AE square means H square plus in the bracket ED is X plus DC is half of BC, so half of BC is equal to A, so this is A by 2. So DC is equal to A by 2 whole square. Now B square is equal to H square plus, here we can apply the formula A plus B whole square. So a square plus b square, that is a upon 2 whole square, so that is a square by 4 plus 2ab, so 2 into x into a upon 2, 2 cancel, so you will get xa. So we got b square is equal to h square plus x square plus a square by 4 plus xa is equal to, here in the previous equation number 1 we have proved that h square plus x square is equal to p square. So here we will get p square plus a square by 4 plus xa is equal to b square. Now we will take triangle AEB left side. So in this case AC is the this AB is the hypotenuse. This is equal to C given. So AB square will be equal to AE square plus BE square. So AB square is equal to AE square plus BE square or EB square. AB is equal to C square is equal to H square plus EB. EB this distance. This we can break. This we can write BD minus ED. So BD is A by 2 minus ED is equal to x. So we will get A by 2 minus x. So a C square is equal to H square plus x square, and here we can apply formula A minus B whole square. So A square means A by 2 whole square. So A square by 4 plus B square means x square minus 2AB. So minus 2 into A by 2 into x. So minus xa. So C square is equal to H square plus x square is equal to P square plus A square by 4 minus xa. So we got this equation number 3. Now from equation number 3 and from equation number 2 we will add both the equations, so we will get left side here C square and in the previous equation B square. So we will get B square plus C square and is equal to right side of the second equation was P square plus A square by 4 plus xa plus P square plus A square by 4 minus xa. So by doing this xa cancel and P square plus P square will come 2 times, so 2P square, and A square by 4 plus A square by 4 will become A square by 2. So in this way B square plus C square is equal to 2P square plus A square by 2. So we are able to prove like this. Now question number 9. ABC is a right angle triangle. Angle at A is 90 degree and a circle is described in it. Inside of this one circle is drawn and this circle is touching all the three sides at a point. Here the lengths of two sides AB and AC of the triangle are 6 and 8. So AB is equal to 6 cm and AC is equal to 8 cm given respectively. You have to find out what is the radius of this circle. So this is the question. So to do this, what is the method? Try to understand. It is also an important question. It is from the exercise. So in this case, first of all, we will draw perpendicular from the center on each side. Right? After drawing the perpendiculars, each will show the radius. So let the radius of this circle is R. Right? And after that, we will join the center O with A, with B and with C. After joining this, we will apply Pythagoras theorem. Why? Because at each point, circle is touching at each point, and this we have learnt in the 9th class that radius and the tangent at the point of contact will make the angle 90 degree. So radius and the tangent at the point of contact will make 90 degree. So we will get many right triangles, and in these we will apply Pythagoras theorem. So first of all, we are taking triangle BAC. BAC in this big triangle. It is already a right triangle, so we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So by that, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. So BC square is equal to AB. AB is 6 given and AC is given 8. So 6 square plus 8 square, that is 100. So BC is equal to 10. So we got this line is equal to 10. After that, we will find out the area of triangle ABC by using the area of small triangles. So area of this big triangle ABC will be equal to area of triangle OAB plus area of triangle OBC plus area of triangle OCA. So area of one big triangle is equal to area of triangle AOB, area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle COA. We will apply this formula. So here half into, for the area of big triangle, half into base into height. Base we can take as AB and height is AC. So half into AB into AC, this is the area of big triangle ABC, is equal to area of triangle OAB. So half into base is AB and height is this is equal to radius. So half AB into R plus area of triangle BOC is half into BC into radius R plus area of triangle COA will be half into CA into radius, because radius will be perpendicular. Now half into AB is 6, AC is 8, half into AB is 6 into R plus half into BC is 10, we have already calculated, into R plus half into CA is already given 8 into R. So simplify this. So 48 upon 2 and here by 2 you can cancel. So 3R by 2, 5R by 2, 4R. So 4R plus 5R, 9R plus 3R, 12R is equal to 48 by 2, that is 24. So this will give you the value of R is equal to 2 centimeter. So in this way we will be able to find out the radius of this circle, which is inscribed in this right triangle. Now see the next question. This is the last question for today. So please do these questions in your notebook and understand each and every question carefully. So what is given in this question? Triangle PQR is given. In this, QM line is perpendicular to PR, it is given, and it is also given that PR square minus PQ square is equal to QR square. It is given. Then we have to prove that QM square is equal to PM into MR. So in seeing this question, it is looking very difficult, but actually it is very easy. So we'll start from here. PR square minus PQ square is equal to QR square. So PR square is equal to PQ square will go to the right side. So we'll get PQ square plus QR square. So this shows PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. So it means the square of one side is equal to sum of the square of two sides. So therefore triangle PQR will be a right triangle by converse of Pythagoras theorem. So see the solution. In triangle PQR, QM is perpendicular to PR and PR square minus PQ square is equal to QR square, it is given, and we have to prove that QM square is equal to PM into MR. So it is, as it was given here, PR square is equal to minus PQ square is equal to QR square. So PR square is equal to PQ square, you will transfer to right side, so PQ square plus QR square, and this is proving that by converse of Pythagoras theorem, because square of one side is equal to sum of the square of two sides, therefore this will be a right triangle. So angle PQR will be 90 degree by converse of Pythagoras theorem. So we have proved this angle is 90 degree. After that, PQR is 90 degree and QM is perpendicular to PR. So we will take triangle PQM and triangle QRM. In these two triangles, we can prove them similar by angle corollary, and if two triangles are similar, then the sides are proportional. So these two triangles will be similar because one angle is 90 degree, here 190 degree. Right? This angle will be common. So we can write QM upon RM is equal to PM upon QM. After doing the cross multiplication, QM square is equal to PM into MR. So question is very easy, but it will look difficult when you will go through the question. So please do all the questions carefully, neat and clean in your notebook. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Take care. Be healthy. Eat less. Do more exercise. Right? Don't take any junk food and enjoy the day. Thank you.